From the Chattahoochee Tech Studio, welcome to the Marietta Daily Journal Podcast. Today is Tuesday, January 31st, and on this day in 1919, the great Jalique Rosemund was born.
Just get him out, understand? Game's too important. Just get him out. Play ball.
You're a tough man, Jake.
I'm Dan Ratcliffe, and here are your top stories presented by Engineered Solutions of Georgia. Police have named 2 suspects in the racially motivated battery near KSU. A man was arrested for sexually assaulting a 12-year-old girl at a North Marietta park. And Ike Reichard was named Cobb Citizen of the Year. We'll have all this and more coming up on the Marietta Daily Journal Podcast.
Engineered Solutions is your locally owned and operated commercial and residential foundation company that specializes in foundation repair, basement waterproofing, and crawl space encapsulation.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. I've done the research already, so you don't have to.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
Kennesaw police named 2 men Friday in the alleged beating of a Kennesaw State University student near the school's main campus last week. According to a release, Gage Dakota Stanley of Chatsworth and Kole Zuba of Flowery branch were charged with battery, a misdemeanor, and aggravated battery, a felony. Police say Jalique Rosemund, who is black, was attacked at the West 22 apartment complex on Cherokee Street, about 1 mile west of the university's campus, around midnight on January 22nd. Rosemund said his attackers were 2 white men who repeatedly called him the N-word, according to a report by the responding officer. Rosemund was treated at a nearby hospital. Kennesaw police thank KSU police and the public in the release, stating without tips from the public, these arrests would not have been possible. However, neither suspect has been booked into the Cobb County jail as of Sunday evening. A man is being held without bond in the Cobb County jail after authorities say he tried to rape a 12-year-old girl in Shaw Park. According to a warrant filed by Cobb police, the victim said a man approached her while she was walking through the woods in the North Marietta Park area around 5 p.m. She said he offered her a water bottle that appeared to be sealed. The warrant says that after drinking from the bottle, she began to feel dizzy and tingle. Then the man pulled out a knife, threatened her, and sexually assaulted her, according to the warrant. Cobb police arrested Douglas Darch on January 22nd and connected him to the alleged attack. Darch, who is in his late 50s and homeless, according to jail records, is charged with 5 felonies. Dwight Ike Reichard, CEO of Must Ministries, has been named the Cobb County Citizen of the Year. Reichard received the award presented by the Marietta Daily Journal at the Cobb Chamber of Commerce's annual dinner celebration Saturday evening at the Cobb Galleria Center. Following in the footsteps of past honorees, Reichard was recognized for his leadership of a ministry which provides services to some 60,000 people a year struggling in poverty. He became head of Must Ministries in 2011. During his tenure, the Marietta-based charity launched its mobile pantry, which served 17,000 families in its first year, and the Must Hope House shelter in Marietta. The 43,000 square foot facility opened last year and features 136 beds and 36 respite beds used during inclement weather, a chapel, a rooftop retreat for families, and a large dining hall. Reichard has often recounted how hungry hobos from the nearby Inman Railway Yard in Atlanta would stray into his childhood backyard seeking a handout. His mother never gave money but would offer food and iced tea in mason jars to those who drifted onto their property. As a child of the Great Depression, he said his mother never forgot how quickly one's fortunes can change.
You're pitch hitting for me?
Yes. You see, you're a left-hander, and so is the pitcher. If I send up a right-handed batter, it's called playing the percentages. It's what smart managers do to win ball games.
But I've got 9 home runs today.
You should be very proud of yourself. Sit down.
Brian Snitker is set to remain the Atlanta Braves manager through his 70th birthday after agreeing to a contract extension through the 2025 season on Friday. The 67-year-old Snitker guided the team to 101 wins and its 5th consecutive NL East title last season, 1 year after helping the Braves win the 4th World Series title in franchise history. Snitker finished 3rd in the Manager of the Year voting in 2022 after winning the award in 2018. He also was a finalist for the honor in 2019 and finished 4th in 20 and 21. Snitker completed his 46th season in the Braves organization in 2022. and his 6th full campaign as the Braves manager. He took over on an interim basis following the firing of Freddie Gonzalez on May 17, 2016, then was named the permanent manager October 11th the same year. The native of Decatur, Illinois, first joined the Braves as a non-drafted free agent in 1977. He spent 4 years as a player before beginning his managerial career at 26 years old with the Class A Anderson Braves in 1982. Snitker went on to manage for 20 years in the Braves system, compiling a 1,301 and 1,309 record with 10 different affiliates. He also had 3 tours of duty on the Major League staff as a coach in 1985 and again from 1988 to 1990 and 2007 to 2013.
You deserve better than your bank. Better service, better rates, better solutions. If you live or work in Cobb County, now is the perfect time to make the switch to Credit Union of Georgia, the better way to bank. Since 1960, Credit Union of Georgia has been providing Northwest Georgia with financial solutions that make sense for your home, business, and family. As a homegrown, not-for-profit cooperative, our members are our mission. Not only will you get the best loan rates, you'll get personalized customer service from people who understand your needs. Plus, Credit Union of Georgia provides real convenience with a network of more than 30,000 accessible ATMs and branch locations across the country. Of course, there's also 5 locations right here in Cobb County. Ready to see how much better your banking can be with Credit Union of Georgia? Become a member today or apply for a loan online by visiting cuofga.org. Credit Union of Georgia, the better way to bank.
Unknown error. Every time I think my business is on track, I get these computer issues that shut me down for a day.
Ever since my business partnered with Click IT of Marietta, I don't even worry about those types of things. They're local, they have 20 years experience, and specialize in helping small businesses just like mine and yours.
Do they handle hardware and software?
Hardware, software, malware, you name it. Just tell them when and where, and they will be there. Visit them online at marietta.clickitcomputers.com or give them a call at 678-202-4600. Instead of submitting a support ticket, call Marietta Click It.
It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. So cover me up. Know you're enough to use me for good.
The East Cobb Quilters Guild named their officers for 2023. Here's community reporter Matt Golden with more.
Being its 41st year, the East Cobb Quilters Guild announced its officers for 2023. The new officers are Caroline Benfield, President, Devin Fife, First Vice President, Evelyn Kennedy, Second Vice President, Lisa Walker, Treasurer, Deborah Jones, Secretary, and Tracy Fritchman, Third Vice President. Since its founding, the Guild has promoted and perpetuated the art of quilting and fostered community goodwill. There are more than 300 members throughout the greater Atlanta metropolitan area. The Guild meets monthly and sponsors lectures, workshops, and exhibits that educate members and the community about quilting and encourage the highest standards in design and techniques. Every 2 years, they produce the Georgia Celebrates Quilts, the state's largest judged and juried quilt show. The Guild also contributes hundreds of quilts, placemats, and pillows to nonprofit organizations. For more information, please visit ecqg.com. For the Marietta Daily Journal Podcast, I'm Matt Golden.
Dozens of trains ran simultaneously at full speed in downtown Kennesaw on Saturday. No crashes resulted because of careful planning, with each train running on a closed loop. The Southern Museum of Civil War and Locomotive History in downtown Kennesaw held its annual Trains, Trains, Trains event over the weekend. The event began in 2010 when the museum's executive director, Richard Bands, had the idea for the event after taking his niece to a train show. The event featured 10 model train layouts built by local hobbyists. 3 of the layouts were interactive, allowing visitors to control the trains. The model trains on display ranged from the extremely small Z-gauge trains to huge 1/6 scale models. The Smithsonian-affiliated museum also houses 3 real locomotives as part of its permanent collection, including the famed General. Bands, who's been a model train hobbyist since he got his first train set as a child, said Kennesaw's model train event is the only one he knows of designed with families and children in mind. Greg Teague waited an extra year for his turn, but it has finally come. Teague, the CEO of Croy Engineering, is the Cobb Chamber of Commerce's 2023 chairman, a role he was set to fill in 2022 before the pandemic threw things a bit off course. The Chamber's 22 chairwoman, Britt Fleck, passed the baton to Teague at the Chamber's 81st annual dinner Saturday night. A graduate of Southern Polytechnic College of Engineering, now a part of KSU, Teague has experience in both the public and private sectors. He was the city engineer and public works director for the city of Marietta before moving on to Marietta-based construction firm Trayton Homes. After a stint there, he moved to Croy in 2007. With his business partners Eddie Wade and Adam Langley, Teague purchased the company, which employs 120 people and has offices in Marietta, Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Huntsville, Alabama, from founder Jim Croy Sr. last year. Teague lives in Ellijay with his wife Sabrina, and they have 3 daughters, Madison, Sydney, and Georgia.
Are you struggling to find the right home in these tough markets? Hi, I'm Jeffrey Drake of Drake Realty, with 7 offices across Metro Atlanta and 2 right here in Cobb County. The real estate market in Cobb County can be competitive. That's why you need a team on your side. My team of over 700 agents is one of the biggest in the county, and we have been turning dreams into realities for 28 years now. Next time you decide to buy or sell in Cobb, trust the team that knows the lay of the land. Visit us online at drakerealty.com.
Thanks again for listening to today's Marietta Daily Journal Podcast. Did you know over 50% of Americans listen to podcasts weekly? Make sure you join us for our next episode and share this podcast on social media with your friends and family. You can find us on TikTok at MDJ Podcast, add us to your Alexa Flash Briefing or Google Home Briefing, and be sure to like, follow, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. Darren Sutherland, executive producer. Doug Harding, creative director. Jacob Sutherland, director. Producers Jason Gentarola and Matt Golden. And Jinrei Zhang, video producer. All rights reserved.